quick update video. 200RR, got about 500 miles on it now. Things I've done: brake pedal tip. I went with this clean speed brake pedal tip. I'm a brake dragger and I like to run my pedal low. I've got the fastway pegs in the low boy position and I couldn't get this lever low enough, so I went with this, which is actually quite nice because when I'm sitting I want it in a nice low position so I'm not dragging the brake, but then when I'm standing I can move my foot up to the higher position and still get the brake easily on downhills. Really nice. TM Design skid plate holding up good. I got the Hydroforce fitting so I can blow my pipe back out every time I dent it, and I do dent it a lot. I'm running Kyb Forks off of an Italian Husky. I had them from my previous beta. Works Enduro Rider did the stock forks on this, and I think they're probably every bit as good as these Kybs. I'm just running these right now because I have them, trying out a couple different things. Everything's been holding up really good on the bike. No engine trouble whatsoever. I tried JD jetting. I ended up going back to stock jetting. With JD, I felt like it was a little on the lean side. I like jetting a little more on the rich side for some, predictable power. I don't want any surprises in the technical riding that I do. I had a Midwest Mountain Engineering lever. I just couldn't get it adjusted to my liking. I went back to the stock lever. I run a little tape on the bar to let that move, if I crash, but bark busters work out pretty well. Other than that, the bike is mostly stock. Everything has been working great. A couple little issues I had with the Odo. The sensor wire is kind of shitty. Some of the wiring on the bike, the connectors are not the best, but everything's working right now. I still have the oil injection in place. I plan on doing a delete. I just haven't yet. It's been working fine, giving me no trouble. You can see here with stock jetting, I'm getting a little bit of spooge out the back of the pipe. That was clean before my last ride, so that's about 25 miles. I was just up in Hancock with Graham Jarvis, so just putting. Not excessive spooge, but JD had less spooge, but I really don't care about that. I'm not jetting for spooge. I am jetting for power and the way I like it. Everything's been working out great with this bike so far. So enough of that driveway stuff. Let's talk about what this bike was built for and what I'm using it for. Tight technical Eastern single track. In front of me is Drew Smith of Works Enduro Rider. Drew is a multi-time national level rider, many times to the ISDE. We both have one thing in common. We love small bore bikes for this technical kind of riding. Drew is riding a 2019 Honda CRF 250 air-cooled bike, not the CRF race bike, not the CRF X. This is almost a XR, modern-day XR 250. It's an XR 200 with fuel injection and 50 more cc's, and he makes it work just fine. So we're heading up to one of my newer trails. This is a hill we call Green Hell. Probably not going to be able to see the hill real well because, as usual, the GoPro flattens everything out. But as we pick our way through this rock garden here, we're going to make our way to a really good, loose, shaly, off-camber approach to the hill, and then we're going to make a hard right up onto the hill, and then there's no run up, and it's usually a shit show. So let's see what happens. Gearing this stuff, I'm probably in second gear, sometimes in third. As we start approaching the gnarly stuff, I'll probably drop it down to first gear. I'm running a 14-tooth counter shaft on this, and I think that's the perfect combo. 14 tooth in the front, 49 in the rear for this terrain. If you were in much more open terrain, probably the stock 15 is just fine.
But around me, you know, top speed's not very high, so I don't mind giving up a little top to get that bottom end grunt. And you can hear, when I get up on the hill here, you'll hear it lug down to nothing, and it really pulls great, especially with my fat ass on it. We're going to go up this little rooty part right here, and we're going to make our right hand turn up into Green Hill right here. Again, it probably looks like nothing on the GoPro, but it really is a tough hill. Let's see, am I going to get going again? Little 200 chugging along. And there's the shit show. Listen to that little 200 lug down and get traction. So at 50 hours, all I can say is I am thrilled with this little bike. It's light, agile, has a ton of torque for a 200. It's really a single track weapon. If this is your kind of terrain, this is the bike for you.